Hey guys, it's Kazdan. Today we're diving into the topic of beaver string silencers. Are they worth it? Who can benefit from them? What are some of the drawbacks? And how to maintain or repair them if you have any issues. Let's get to the point. When it comes to beaver string silencers, there are many different types that are commonly used by traditional archers. One of the most popular options is beaver string silencers, which is what we're going to use to test today. Other options include rabbit, whiskers, paracord, yarn, there's homemade options, there's all sorts of different silencers, but their main purpose is to absorb sound to make each shot quieter, and with the added benefit of making it a more smooth shooting bow, less vibration in the hand. If sound waves are ocean waves, then beaver string silencers are a sponge. For hunters, string silencers can be amazing because it can make your shot way quieter, like I'm talking more than double the quietness. The benefit of beaver string silencers is amazing. The trade-off is you lose a little bit of speed. Additionally, some people just don't want to mess with them. It seems difficult to install them, or they seem to get in the way. Some people don't like the look of them. When we tested the effect of beaver string silencers on the speed of an arrow in the past, it affected the speed of the arrow by 4 to 6 feet per second. We tested 3 bows at that time. This time, we tested 5 bows, different types of bows, a very short bow, a very long bow, wood bows, fiberglass bows. We shot 5 arrows with each bow, took the average speed of each of those arrows without beaver string silencers. Then, to that same string, we added beaver string silencers. Then we shot 5 more arrows and took those averages. These are the results we got. On average, adding beaver string silencers slowed the arrow by 3.16 feet per second. To put that into perspective, that's not a lot. You're decreasing the speed by about 1 to 2%. So if speed is your very top priority, then silencers don't make sense because they are going to slow down the arrow a little bit. But if you have other priorities, for instance, if you enjoy a smooth shooting bow, silencers make the biggest difference. It's probably the easiest thing you can do to make your bow shoot smoother if your brace height's already set to a good brace height. It's the biggest bang for your buck. If you are seeking speed, then consider using a string that is as low stretch as possible. Something like fast flight strings, they're gonna give you the most speed. Me personally, I really like adding silencers to my bow because it just makes it so much smoother and so much more enjoyable to shoot. Unless you like hearing the bow go off really loud, silencers are the move. The most common problem with silencers, especially with beaver string silencers, is them coming unraveled out of the string. Let me show you how to fix that.
Oh no, what am I gonna do?
We're gonna fix it. Now, why does this happen? This happens for one of 2 reasons. Number 1 is the silencer broke. If the silencer broke, then you'd see a little piece of beaver string silencer right here in this part. The other reason is that it came untucked. So I'm going to show you how we install these, and that will explain how it could come untucked. And that will most likely happen when the string is off the bow. When the string's not under tension, there's a better chance for these to come undone. And then when you put it back on your bow and you start shooting, that's when you notice, because then it starts unraveling. If this happened to my bow, first thing I'm going to do is take the bowstring off the bow. Yep. Now, after the string's off the bow, I'm going to find something to separate the string. There's string separators you can buy, but you could also just use like a pencil or a Sharpie. I've got an Allen wrench right here. Let's see how this works. I'm going to put this in on the side that I'm going to wrap the beaver. So beaver's already in up here. So I'm going to put it in on this side because I'm going to wrap it down this way. So I'm just going to split it between the different colors here. If you don't get it perfect, that's okay. It's just a little easier if you do get it split between the 2 bundles. Next, I'm going to string the bow with the string separator in there. Let's say the beaver came all the way out. I'll pull it out so we can start from the very beginning. So I'm going to tuck this in. You can see it popping through right there. I'm going to slide my separator down. So now that should cinch that tip in place. And now I'm going to start wrapping the beaver around, going towards the silencer. And this part's really cool because it looks really cool. Now, once I have just enough to where I can hold on to it, I'm going to slide the silencer, or I'm going to slide the string separator back towards the silencer to where I can tuck this piece through. Now I can pull the string separator out. We're good to go. I can trim this if I want, or if I don't care, just do that. If you want this to be permanently glued to the string, you can also put a dab of CA glue on each of the tips so that it won't come unwound ever. I personally don't do that. If you're trying to put silencers on an endless loop string and you're using this method, the endless loop string is going to spit the silencers out if there's no twists in the string. If there are twists in the string, that'll help hold it in place. But if there's no twists in your endless loop string, it'll most likely slip out eventually, and so you may want to use glue in that circumstance. Another helpful tip for putting string silencers in is to wax the string right before you put them in, and that helps hold them in place underneath where the silencers are. If your silencers ever get wet or they get squished up like this, let them dry out, and then all you have to do is fluff the string, flick it, shoot your bow, and they'll puff back out. That's pretty cool too.
Okay, so what are you testing?
Here's an example of how quiet you can get your bow. This is a Osage bamboo backed bow with silencers.
Where's the microphone?
The microphone's right here, so you'll hear everything that I'll hear.
I can't even hear it over here.
I can't hear it either. I think all I can hear is the wrist slap. Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That one won't wrist slap you.
Yeah. Now we got a bow that's got an endless loop string and no silencers. See how loud it is in comparison. That was a good shot. That's so loud. And I know you're saying, why didn't you test the same bow with and without silencers?
We did.
That's for the next video.